Welcome back! In our last video, we explored one of biology's biggest questions. What exactly is life? We discovered that living things share some important features, like being made of cells, growing, responding to stimuli, and evolving over time. But now that we know what life is, it's time to ask, how is life organized? Living systems may look simple on the surface, but they are made up of many layers, from tiny molecules all the way to entire ecosystems. Each level has its own role to play, and they all work together in amazing ways. Today, we'll look at this hierarchical structure of life, how small parts come together to create something greater. By the end of this lesson, you'll begin to see life not just as something living, but as something beautifully structured. Let's dive in. Biological molecules are assembled into tiny structures called organelles within membrane-bounded units we call cells. The cell is the basic unit of life. Many independently living organisms are composed only of single cells. Bacteria are single cells, for example. All animals and plants, as well as most fungi and algae, are multicellular, composed of more than one cell. Cells in complex multicellular organisms exhibit three levels of organization. The most basic level is that of tissues, which are groups of similar cells that act as a functional unit. Tissues, in turn, are grouped into organs, body structures composed of several different tissues that act as a structural and functional unit. Your brain is an organ composed of nerve cells and a variety of associated tissues that form protective coverings and contribute blood. At the third level of organization, organs are grouped into organ systems. The nervous system, for example, consists of sensory organs, the brain and spinal cord, and neurons that convey signals. Individuals of the same species living in the same place constitute a population. A group of populations that live together in one place is called a biological community. The community and its physical environment together constitute an ecosystem. The entire planet can be thought of as a biosphere, which includes all the ecosystems and environments where life exists. As you move through the hierarchy, the thoughts of reductionist scientists become more complex. These levels interact, and they often cannot be broken completely into parts. For instance, the activity of a cell is influenced by the environment, by neighboring cells, and by signals from other parts of the body. In this sense, life is not easily reduced to its parts. Biology tries to make sense of the nature of life by connecting ideas from both molecules and organisms and systems. It aims to provide a more complete picture of how living things work. Thanks so much for joining me. Isn't it amazing how much wonder is hidden in the things we often take for granted? Take care, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next chapter.